And Sudan's top general has rejected a ceasefire proposal provided by US-led mediators, describing the plan as the worst yet. It's seen as a significant blow to efforts to end a devastating war that's gripped the African country for more than 30 months and killed thousands. General Abdel Fattah Burhan saying the proposal was unacceptable, accusing the mediators of being biased in their efforts to end the war. Sudan plunged into chaos back in April 2023 when a power struggle between the military and the powerful paramilitary rapid support forces exploded into open war in the capital Khartoum and elsewhere in the country. Joining me now is Abdul Wahid Mohammed Al-Nour, the leader of the Sudan Liberation Movement. Abdul Wahid, thank you so much for your time. What is your reaction to the General's comments about the latest peace proposal?
Our belief is that it is time for Sudanese to get rid of this devastating war, and it is time for them that at least to breathe without bullet, without shell, without chemical weapon, without terrorizing people, that driven them from their home. It is time for them to have a rest. And very sad that General Burhan, who claims that he is head of the Sovereignty Council, he has to be more care for the Sudanese life, not to escalate, but to accept what proposed, because it is a roadmap of the December revolutions. And he is the one who made coup against the Sudanese will. So it is time for him to accept, not to reject. Because people of Sudan, they're really seeking and dying for a true peace, which never took place in our country since colony was withdrawn in 1956.
I understand you're in Europe, raising support to help with peacemaking efforts. In your opinion, what would be the best way to hold peace negotiations?
It's a great question. Thank you for it, and thank you for having me here. This is what I forgot. Well, you know that Sudanese people, they impose peace from foreigner. This is happening in CPA, in DPA, in Abuja Agreement, in Doha, and now Quad, they got a roadmap, and we are so happy for it because it's addressing the root cause of the country, it's addressing the regain the legitimacy of the December revolution, and also excluding Islamists as well as the military and paramilitary groups for political process and political future of our country. When we came here, our question was one. As SLM, we took a neutral position in this war, which put a lot of responsibility on us because our territory is only safe haven in our country for the moment. More than 6 million IDPs from Khartoum, from across the country, Jazeera, White Nile, Kordofan, and of course from Darfur. They came to our area. Yes, we provide security for them, but we were not able to provide food, shelters, medicine assistance, education system for their children, most of them their families, and children over age, the big number of these families.
But I want to come back to my question about what would be the best way to shape peace talks. And I imagine you want just Sudanese parties involved, not interested in other foreign parties. But having said that, the United Arab Emirates, even though it denies it, is being reportedly a key provider of weapons for the RSF. So I want to ask you, logistically, how can you do it? How can you create a peacemaking process where you just have Sudanese people involved?
You know that Emirate, that's what you mentioned, but there are another countries providing weapons to the Islamists who make a coup more than 53 years old. So what we need is that to allow Sudanese sit together, and we as SLM propose when Sudanese people revolt against al-Bashir and topple al-Bashir in April 2019, we proposed a Sudanese dialogue. All of us as a Sudanese, political parties, armed resistance group, civil society, tribal chiefs, youth in both gender, and etc., sit together and to address the historical root cause of our problem in our country. Who we are, to address the historical question which are not answered yet.
And it does come back to that, doesn't it? It's about...
Yes, it is about Sudanese dialogue.
Sudanese...
To determine to have a new charter.
Yes.
As the Sudanese to live together equally.
What do you think of President Trump's comments that he plans to put greater attention on helping to find an end to the war in Sudan? This, of course, after his meeting with the Saudi Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, in Washington. Do you think he has the wherewithal to help end the conflict? Or again, is it a case of this has got to come solely from within the Sudanese population?
You know that first, we didn't comment in this, but it's time for us to comment because the occasion came from you. We highly welcome the appeal and the discussion between Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, and President Trump, that they really want to put a heavy effort to stop this disaster war in our country. As SLM, as the chairman of it and founder of it, we highly recommend it and highly welcome it. But as I told you, the Quad, they did their best that they put as a roadmap, but it is us as the Sudanese to work on it and to invest in this situation, to sit together and to grab this historical time to put an end at once with the Sudanese dialogue, which we initiate many times. And for us now, it is a time, Sudanese, all of us, to have a responsibility. Peace will not be imposed. Peace, we are the one who will make a peace because it is our country. It is not other people's country. And we will be the number one who have interest to see our country being treated and healed from this nearly 70 years in war.
You've got a situation where tens of thousands of people have been killed. 14 million people have been forced to flee their homes. And at this point, there does not seem to be an end in sight. So with what you're saying, is this a failure on the part of the international community more than anything else? Have they failed to prioritise efforts not only among other parties, but also locally as well?
It is our failure as a Sudanese, not international community. Every country has its own problem, but they sit together. Bravely, they address what is our problem. They dialogue and they counter each other's. But in the end, they reach in an agreement, which was a new charter, and heal and bridge their indifference and come to a new charter, and now they have peace in their country, and they're, that managing their problem with peaceful way, not with gun confronting. So it is our problem. We are not escaping God others. It is time for us to blame ourselves, and it is only ourselves to blame. Without sitting together equally in an equal citizenship right to address all our problems, it is us who are making crime to our country and to ourselves and to our next generations, not any others.
Abdul Wahid Nour, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.